It's been a while, it's been a long time, Hope everyone had a good Christmas, December, whatever, New Year, you know. Um, Mine was good, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I obviously haven't posted a lot, because of Christmas and stuff, so I've been busy. And not much has really happened. Taylor's been relatively quiet, so there hasn't been too much to talk about. Um, So yeah, but I think the last time, well, we got a lot to catch up on, but I think the last thing that happened after my last video was the Billboard Women in Music Awards thing. It's a nice speech. She was obviously, this is old news now, but you know, a lot more fuck you to like Scooter and stuff, and yeah, so that was fantastic. In terms of current events, so I've spoke previously of the blog Tall Curly Girl, and she posted before, like she does like updates, like monthly updates, I think, and she gets sources apparently, and she sort of hinted at last time that Kayla had broken up, which a lot of people thought before anyway. But she basically said more recently that, yeah, it is true. And there's a big divide currently, which has sort of existed for a while, but it's a bit bigger now, where people are being like, oh, what do you know? No, they're still together, look at these hints we're getting. And then the other half being like, well, they clearly are broken up, like, you know, what the fuck. And to be honest, I've remained hopeful for a while, but I feel like it is getting a bit far-fetched to believe that they are still together, because, you know, look at the material, look what I'm being shown. It is hard to believe, you know, especially where Carly, well, both Taylor and Carly have been so sort of public with, I wouldn't say public with Joe, because, well, they never really are, but more public than we have seen before. And Carly has been fucking like Josh in your face 24/7. So whether that means, you know, because in the past, patterns where the stunting is more heavy, you know, something big is coming, but, or does it just mean that there was a plan, the plan's changed, and they're trying to cover it up, they're trying to, you know, double down? I don't know. But whether they are still together or not, which seems unlikely, I still believe Taylor's gay. Obviously, I'm always going to believe that. So yeah, we'll say a gala civil war currently is taking place. So around Christmas time, there were a few articles saying that Taylor had spent Christmas with Joe in London, which I can't see it, to be fair. I mean, obviously celebrities can do things without us seeing, but like, I just feel like it's just not the case. And then apparently her family came over. I'm like, why? I feel like, can you come to fucking, do you know what I mean? Apparently she fucking spent Thanksgiving there and then Christmas. I'm like, does this man ever go to Taylor if they are supposedly together? Do you know what I mean? Like, hello, she's always going to him. I just, you know, whatever. I find it difficult to believe, and articles are planted all the time, so, and there's been a lot of articles planted recently, so what's the message? What do you want me to think? Why are you being so fucking but yeah, I think there is a reason. Something's clearly going on. There's been a huge shift from like before you need to calm down to afterwards. Like, maybe she's dealing with the backlash of people saying that she was like queer baiting, or, you know, people just being a cunt about it, or something between Kayla has happened behind the scenes, breakup. Do you know what I mean? It's all speculation at this point. No one knows unless you know, you know? My dog is snoring, that's nice. Fred, stop. So the cat's I'm literally going back in time. Like, this is all ages ago. I feel like I'm just talking about fucking shit that happened in 2006. Do you know what I mean? So the cat's premiere happened. Joe was there, but there wasn't a lot of like. There was like pictures. I think it like coming out. I think, if I remember correctly. But like it wasn't too much like, oh, look who's. Do you know what I mean? Because it is a big thing where it's like Taylor doesn't like to have like beards like show up at like important events in her career, because like obviously she doesn't want them to be associated with her achievements and them talk about that instead, I guess. But the Golden Globes, she didn't walk the red carpet with him again, but obviously they sat together and we've all seen the pictures. Yeah, like, but I get like a bit disheartened, but then I remember like they are supposed to be together, so like this shit is gonna happen and that worse stuff has happened, and then I just think, you know what, raise your heads. A lot of you know, there was a lot of like people being like, oh, maybe they are real, and I'm like, well, maybe, but probably not. Depends if you believe she's bi or not, but I don't think they are real. So you know, like the diaries that she released with Lover, there was a lot of like analysis of that recently, how the January 3rd page is the only page that is blue, and that's the page where like the only one that sort of explicitly refers to Joe, but not even explicitly refers to Joe, but like if you read it you're like, that's Joe, oh my god. But people were like, why is that the only blue page? Because it's sort of, people were saying it doesn't seem natural that maybe she added that afterwards, and it's sort of shaped like a butterfly, which links obviously with the theme and motif of the era. Which, is this even an era? What the fuck is going on? I mean, I understand, you know, she has like family issues and stuff like that, and she doesn't have to like do things, but I'm just like, this is really weird. Like, I've never not had Taylor in my face 24/7. But yeah, it's fine, you know, do what you gotta do, bitch. I love you. There was an article from Fred, though, from the American Music Awards, basically saying that Joe was absent, and you know, it was a bit of an article planting that, you know, where is Joe? Is something wrong? Taylor's birthday, very quiet. Sort of went past, didn't it? She had a party. The cake was a bit strange. Like, if someone gave that to me as a cake, I wouldn't be like, oh my god. I'd be like, obviously birthday posts, people. Carly didn't post first, she hasn't posted. That is actually awful. Like, honestly, guys, jeez. Yeah, Riley Knox posted, who was in the You Need to Calm Down video, and there's a bit in it very suspicious. It was like, remember that conversation we had the other day? You're ready, you're ready, or something like that. There's just so many things like from people. I'm like, that is suspicious. That is suspicious. So you're saying this to me. Well, you're not saying it to me, but. Carly Corner is back. Hello. I've literally already spoken about her in this video, but this is more Carly Corner. So she deleted the moment on her Instagram about the wedding, but it's still like in there somewhere, but like it's just not there anymore, and people were like, oh my god, oh my god. And then obviously when, you know, like bare people were doing like decade fucking shit, and she posted all the Vogue covers she's been on. It could have been fucking anything, and then she just put the one with Taylor in there, and everyone was like, she wants her midnights, and I'm like, I want her to want her midnights, but is it what would you It's a difficult time. It's a difficult time because I just don't know what's going on. I haven't known what the fuck's going on for like the past fucking 9 years. Do you know what I mean? Literally all the time, all I say is I don't know what's going on because I don't know what's going on. I just want to know what's going on. And then, you know, Project Runway, she does that shit. And then it was like, make a dress for me or something that I'd wear. And this guy made it and he was like, you wouldn't wear that? And there was a bit of beef. And he was like, not even to dinner with the Kushners. He was like, that's your husband. And she got like angry. And it's difficult because a lot of people already know that she's associated with the Kushners and don't like her because of it. But putting that like opened it up to a lot more people. And I'm like, Carly, this is not a good look for you, hun. You need to get out, save yourself, or you're just putting yourself in this position at this point. And I'm just like, you've done this to yourself. So maybe not the start, but you have now. So that was Kylie Corner. So Taylor is getting awarded the Vanguard Award from GLAAD, you know, the like LGBTQ plus charity thing. And a lot of people are like, oh, why are we fucking awarding like allies? And I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like that's what the award is. And obviously, is she an ally? Or is she, you know? So, once again, just being aligned with the gay agenda. You want to be in my video, do you? So, Miss Americana, it was on Netflix the other day that apparently it was coming out on the 31st of January, but now that's been removed. But there was like articles about it and stuff. So like, did it leak early? I don't know. Is it still coming on the 31st? I don't know. But it is premiering. I said it at that time. I couldn't say it in like last video. Anyway, I just forgot what it's fucking called. It's not Sundance, is it? At a film festival. Like, is it on the 28th? I've forgotten my details, but it's coming soon there. So like we'll get like first reactions and stuff. And you know, we might get some more details from that. If there is, you'll get a video. Also, like yesterday or last night, whatever, some guy posted, it was like, I can finally reveal who I was singing to in the Maldives on New Year's Eve, I think he said, New Year's Eve, and he was like, I sung to Joe Alwyn, Taylor and Abigail, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, they're engaged, oh my god, fucking engagements, and I'm like, can you relax? Why do you want to get married so bad? Fucking calm down, bitch. But I think that's been blown out of proportion, like, you know, who is this man's? And if he did sing to them, fine, but was Joe there? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Some guy could just say that Joe was there. He doesn't, you know what? I sound like a fucking dickhead again saying this shit. Like, you sound like an idiot, but like, unless I was there myself, I'm not going to believe you. That's what I'm saying. If I was there, what a fun event. Oh my god. Can we sit still? But people were saying, like, oh yeah, that she was tanned at the Golden Globes, and I was like, yes, she was tanned, I guess. But spray tans exist. So people saying that maybe she did go away, and then they were saying that Joe isn't tanned. But as a fellow white Brit, if I've been to Florida several times and I do not tan, I say several times, I've been twice. But I find it difficult. Why am I discussing tans right now? Fuck. But yeah, so he could have gone, is what I'm saying, but he might just not tan well, and he was wearing a suit. I don't know. Also, Taylor always, like, well, Taylor, always usually likes Joe's pictures like straight away, but she hasn't liked the Tom Ford pics that he posted. I don't follow him on Instagram, so this is only what I've seen from things. Apparently she doesn't like them yet, so people are like, what's gwaning? But something is very weird at the moment. It just all feels very weird. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's being really quiet and then they're not being quiet. Like the Golden Globes was really weird. Like I didn't expect that at all. Like they haven't been seen together, and then it was like, you know what, we're gonna sit together, and I was like, fine. But whether something happens in this documentary, I don't think she'll come out in the documentary at all, because that's just unlikely, I think. But whether there's some sort of hints or something, I have no idea. But I don't think he'll be in it at all. I don't think he will. I think it'll be about her music and her career. I don't think she'll put him in it. And remember that whole like rainbow dress situation that actually turned out to not be for Taylor, but then there was like another one, and then no one was talking about it, and now the Christian has posted about it again. And Taylor and him were supposed to have like a thing together. So like, is this the dress? But not much to report, really, just small things. I'm sure it'll get mad, because there has been loads of hints this era about 2020, the use of 20 a lot. So what's coming this year, don't know. Everything shifts, things change, plans, whether they exist, change, don't know, but I'll keep you updated. I'm gonna try and do it monthly, because if I do it like weekly, I'll have like one thing to tell you. Do you know what I mean? Unless something like massive happens, then I'll be like, hello, live stream. I'll just be like, here you go. But I'm sure if you're in, you know what's going on all the time, then you'll know that not much has happened, so you won't shout at me. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great year, have a great day, have a great week, have a great month. Why did I start with you if I went for the rest?